Hey, this is Mark Swashin here at Xfinity Center as Maryland just defeated UMBC 92-68, breaking that what seemed to be three-game losing streak that felt like it was about a 10-game losing streak, as there was a lot of panic amongst the fan base because of the expectations of this team. So tonight, though, it was a different night, and it was an expected night. The Jameer Young had 20 tonight. Julian Reese had 15 with 13 rebounds. Dante Scott had 14. Deshaun Harris-Smith had 12. So it was the guys that you wanted it to be, which was the three veteran guys. Jameer got off to a good start. Willard talked about his press conference. The idea that seeing the ball go through the basket early on tonight really, really helped this team. And defensively, they were engaged. They forced, I want to say it was 23 turnovers that garnered 24 points for Maryland. And what you saw tonight is really how they want this team to play. This team is not going to win games playing half court. This team is not going to make you think of Greg Gard's Wisconsin team that's going to sit around and be true to their stuff and wear teams down. They're going to wear teams down defensively, which is what happened today. And then they'll have some short possessions. Again, I'll use the same football analogy I've used before with this team, which is you want to shorten the field. Maryland wants to shorten the court with this team because in half court, they're not going to be a great team. So you need the turnovers. You need the live ball turnovers to happen at half court, maybe just past half court, and certainly in the back court. And they got a lot of that tonight against UMBC. Now, the shooting in the first half was good. There's been so much made about Maryland shooting and how much they struggled at it. The 48.7%, again, was helped by the turnovers. They were respectable 5 of 12 from 3 in the first half. Now, in the second half, you got a lot of squirrely combinations, obviously, because of the score. And guys, you could see, kind of took the foot off of the pedal at times. And they shot in the second half 41%, 1 from 9 from 3, and 10 from 20 from the free throw line, which wasn't the greatest, no matter whether you put your bench in or not. But as far as the fifth starter, something that was talked about at the Villanova game where they started Jamie Kaiser. Today it went back to Jordan Geronimo. Willard talked about what Geronimo gives them defensively as opposed to having Kaiser in that starting lineup. He said what it does is it frees up Dante Scott on defense to help him out. And he just feels like it's a better blend with that group to have him in the starting lineup. Well, that's what he said tonight. We're going to have to see how this homestand, which should be a get-right homestand for the Terps, whether that's where Willard goes forward with Geronimo being that fifth starter. It's really no breakdown of what Maryland did offensively, defensively. You know, a lot of times I look at these games more from a coaching perspective than a fan perspective, but it really wasn't much of anything. They made shots. Maryland made shots, and when they made shots, they were able to get in their defense. And Coach Ferry from UMBC talked about it. He has 11 new kids. He is still getting to know them. They are still getting to know each other. I think it showed tonight against a motivated Maryland team coming off that loss from Villanova. You saw UMBC's lack of continuity. They weren't always connected. But again, when you think about a team like UMBC in the conference that they're in, what you're doing is you're getting ramped up for conference season. It's going to be a one-bid league. Well, more than likely, I think I feel safer saying it's going to be a one-bid league. So being sure that the guys in that locker room are together and know each other by the time you get to conference season is really, really what's important and probably what UMBC is working towards. So good win for Maryland tonight. Like I said, 92-68. They were just taking care of business. As for me, my next stop tomorrow afternoon at American University, where AU will take the floor. So, hey, I had 1 day's rest. I had Monday, 1 day's rest, and back here covering basketball in the DMV. Please follow, as you see at the bottom, at MTC with Mook on Twitter, Instagram. Go over to Substack for our account there, where we also post content. But we'll see you again tomorrow afternoon over at American University. It's Marcus Washman, MTC Media.